Hi, I'm acoustic guitar editor Scott Nygaard, here to play the musical examples for this edition of Weekly Workout, which features some harmonized major pentatonic scale licks in a few positions. Some of these workouts may seem a little challenging, but there's no time limit or tempo indication. So take them as slowly as you want and concentrate on playing cleanly and smoothly with good time, whatever tempo you choose. Although we're calling these weekly exercises, there are a number of ways you could approach them. You could spend 5 minutes or so every day playing that week's workout, moving on to the next workout at the beginning of the next week. Or you could change up the workouts daily, playing one on Monday, the next on Tuesday, and so on. If you're really ambitious, in subsequent weeks, you could try playing the workouts in different keys. In the second week, moving them up the fingerboard a second, the third week up a third, the fourth week up a fourth, etc. So let's look at week 1. Week 1's workout consists of a 1-bar major pentatonic phrase that moves up through the harmonized major scale and is played in first position. Measure 1 starts on G, and each subsequent bar moves up a step in the G major scale from the previous measure. You may notice that these phrases outline the chords in the key of G: G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, F sharp diminished, and G. There are some slurs indicated in the music, but you could start by picking all the notes first and then adding some of the slurs later. So here's week 1. Week 2's workout uses the same notes as week 1's, but it's been moved up the neck into a position without open strings, spanning frets 2 through 5. If you're not familiar with this position, it will give your fretting hand fingers more of a workout because they have to fret every note. There are some awkward fingerings where notes on adjacent strings have to be played with the same finger, but just take it slowly and don't worry if it takes a bit of practice to play these cleanly. The nature of these systematic exercises means that some phrases will never be that comfortable on the guitar, but just getting your fingers to attempt them is great exercise. So here's week 2. In week 3's workout, we've moved back to open position for a variation of week 1's workout that starts up on the high E string and moves downward in a sort of inversion of week 1's phrase. Even though this phrase is similar to week 1, it will probably feel like a new phrase to your hand. Once again, try to pick all the notes first and then try some slurs or alternate fingerings. Here's week 3. Week 4's workout moves the week 3 phrases up into the same position as week 2. Here's week 4. These next 4 examples are for those of you who got through the first 4 workouts and need something else to work on, or want to try some of those phrases a little further up the neck. Example 1 moves the initial workout up into a fingerboard position that spans frets 3 through 7. In the notation, I've just given you the first 4 bars of this workout, but here I'll play the entire thing. Example 2 moves the initial phrase up an octave and into a position at the 7th through 10th frets. Example 3 is the same thing as example 2 at the 9th through 12th frets. And finally, for those with cutaways, example 4 is way up at the 12th through 15th frets. I don't have a cutaway, but I'll give it my best shot. So that's this edition of Weekly Workout. For Acoustic Guitar, I'm Scott Nygaard.